Hey, welcome back to my little gardening show. Had Dad with me. Got the kids. And as you can see, we've got a couple loads of leaves to spread.
It'll take a little while.
Yeah, so when did they bring these in?
Basically, one load was 2 weeks ago on Friday, and then this load was the next Monday.
Okay.
So it's a week ago this past Monday.
Good.
Yeah.
And they're pretty massive.
Yeah.
I mean, this is quite a load of leaves. In fact, I could see pitching some of this over the fence
Yeah, right.
to help cover that side.
Yes, that's what we should do.
But what's the best way to spread these?
Well, with a shovel for the loose leaves and a wheelbarrow, and then dumping piles over there, and then we'll finish by pumping down on leaves to compact them to eliminate leaves blowing away when a strong west wind comes through.
Yes.
Because these leaves, we've had a strong wind already, but with them being so compact, they don't fly off. You know?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's different this year because we don't have all the rain like we typically have had the last 2 years that matted them all down and made them really heavy and hard to work to work with.
But they stayed where you put them.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna cruise around. Let's see what we got here. So load number one, which we're starting to spread this out, and they're ground up really nice this year, for the most part. You can hear the grain bin in the background. They're drying out the corn. But we've been getting leaves the last couple years, and it works out as a real nice cover mulch. We're basically sheet composting over the winter, but it makes it really nice because you get them thick enough, it will suppress the weeds for a long time. In fact, I think it was we were good till about end of July this year as far as the weeds and stuff like that, because it just provided such a thick coat. It seemed like it helped with maybe the stink bugs. I don't know, we didn't have near as many of those. The one thing we did have a lot of was the flea beetles, and they seem to really thrive this past year for whatever reason, and it could be because of the leaf mold. But anyway, it works out really well. We're able then to in the early spring kind of plot out our beds and peel back the cover mulch to expose the ground and start working the ground to plant stuff in early spring. And then, like I said, it keeps it weed free for the most part, a good majority of the season. And then, you know, by August the weeds kind of take over and all that, which is okay. Let's look at these other piles. So they're working the other pile here, which we should probably get these stakes up, guys, and put them out like on the picnic table so we don't cover them.
No, we're making a fortress.
Well, we want to actually spread the leaves out.
No, we're only going to use like
All right.
an eighth of a pile.
Anyway, these piles are about 25 foot in diameter all around, and about 4 to 5 foot high, 4 foot high. That one's probably about 5 foot. Anyway, we got our work cut out for us, but again, it's gonna go pretty well, I think, once we get them spread. Got a little system going on here that's been working out pretty well. 3 of us have been loading wheelbarrows, and then the other 3 have been taking wheelbarrows into the garden. We're taking some of this big pile and moving it to the inside of the garden with the idea that some of this last pile over here is actually going to go into my sister's part of the garden. So we're making pretty good progress. I've already got 2.5 rows laid down. We're not going to go all the way back on this side because some of these leaves are going over here. We got our little dog with us, and she's yipping up a storm. Anyway, we're trying to get this done because or get a good chunk started on this because it's supposed to snow Monday and Tuesday. Potential of like 1 to 3 inches or whatever. The best tool we have found, or the best tools rather, that we found as far as handling these leaves, been a good old pitchfork. So we got a couple pitchforks, and then we've got a couple wheelbarrows going, and so we've got a system where one of the kids is dumping wheelbarrows, the other two are bringing wheelbarrows to her, and then the rest of us are filling wheelbarrows as they come back. Again, it's working out pretty well. And the idea is we want to get this covered pretty thick. You can see we've got these piles a foot to 18 inches high. You know, of course, that's all going to mat down. We're going to spread it out a little bit. Actually, wearing the mask is actually helpful. It's keeping us from breathing in at least the larger dust particles, you know. And typically, I've noticed I can develop a respiratory cold after working these piles, you know, in the late fall, winter time. So definitely wearing my mask as I'm working this down. So
Here, I got it.
fun times. We'll keep working on this, see what we can do. We've been here about 30 minutes and already got this pile worked down at least probably halfway. So that's a good sign. So we made some progress. Took us about 45 minutes, but we got all of this spread out. So pile number 1 is gone. And a nice thick leaf mulch over this part of the garden. Kids are in the process of spreading out the wheelbarrow loads we dumped over by the tomato trellis in between the rows here. Once we get that done, we're going to focus on the pile number 2 and start moving leaves out to over here where Emma's at. That's a pretty big pile. Our dog is still yipping. So we got a little bit of work cut out for us. I don't think we're gonna be able to get all of this done today, but who knows. Oh, looks like Bud just, hey, put that back on, Bud.
It's by your foot.
The main thing is we're making progress. I think last year we didn't get this all spread till like January or February because of the weather and just available time and all of that. But so far the weather's cooperating. It cooperated well enough that we were able to get 3 big loads instead of 2. You know, the trucks were able to get in here without rutting up the yard. And then we've been able to work on them without them being really thick and matted. So anywho, we'll keep working on it. Well, hey, welcome back to the little garden show. I got my buddy James in the house. Yeah. He's serious too. He is serious.
What's up?
I got his son Sammy. It's a good accountability for my son. He's worked harder in the last 15 minutes than he did the.
No.
Come on for the working.
Anywho, we're making some pretty good progress. We about got this second pile worked down. Let me show you what's going on. Yeah, so we got it worked down, and we're starting to see steam. We're getting in the middle of the pile where it's really hot. Things are composting down, but we pretty much got the garden covered. Pretty thick layer. So really the extras we got, I mean, that's just bonus leaves right there that we'll try to get smoothed out. Yeah, we're gonna try. Hey, bud, we gotta make hay while the sun is shining, bud.
You said that to me like 8 times.
That's right. Night is coming. Night is coming. So anyway, we're making good progress. It's good to have a family and friends helping with this. I can't imagine doing all this by myself.
It would take you at least 4
It'd take me months probably. Here, a little bit here, a little bit there. So we'll check back in as we make some more progress. All right, so we just finished up. My buddy James, his son Sammy, man, they killed it.
Getting that work done.
You guys killed it.
Man stuff.
Yeah, let's survey and see what they did. So we're helping my sister out a little bit.
That's not your sister, that's your daughter.
Yeah, that's my daughter's helping my sister out. Spreading some leaves out. We take a look over here.
I gotta step forward.
We see what all they did. They killed it. I mean, this is spread thick. It's a little thicker over there, but it's okay. We got everything covered. And dude, it's like a 50 by 100. We covered a lot of ground. Covered a lot of ground. So anyway, this is gonna really help this spring. Actually, this winter, all this is gonna compost down. It's gonna kill off the weeds, or at least suppress them a great deal. It probably won't be till July or so that we see them start coming back, but it's gonna provide a great cover and feed the soil. So we're gonna grab something to eat, I think. See how it goes. So I guess that's it. Till next time. Happy gardening. Bye.